What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is relating to selling on Amazon. So this video is really important for all of the Amazon FBA sellers that are currently selling in their first Christmas. That being said, this video is also important for people that are interested in selling on Amazon in the future, so you know exactly how to handle these busy periods around Christmas time. In this video, what I want to do is speak to you about exactly the things that you should keep in mind and mistakes that you really want to avoid to try and make the most amount of money and most amount of profit during this busy period of Q4 around Christmas. This is the time of the year that we have all been waiting for. This is the time of the year that customers are willingly opening up their wallets and spending as much money as they possibly can and afford on various things on Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, high street retail shops, etc. And us as Amazon FBA sellers, we want to do the best we can to capitalize on this situation to make the most amount of money, so then hopefully we can reinvest into more products to sell in 2022 effectively. And with that being said, guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon and you really want to take this seriously, then please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I will personally help you every step of the way and make sure you avoid some of these mistakes that new sellers tend to make. Otherwise, guys, if you're running on a relatively lower budget, something like £100,000 or less, then please don't forget to check the links down below for awesome, by far the most reliable e-commerce accountants out there in the market. Helium 10, by far the best product research tool, and with my link you'll get 50% off. Or Pioneer, Amazon's own approved business bank account to start off your Amazon FBA business. And with that being said, guys, let's get straight to the video. Right, guys, so the first thing we need to speak about is prices. As you probably already know and have read on the news, that inflation is rampant in the UK at the moment, with over 4% year over year. That means a lot of the prices are going up, and us as Amazon FBA sellers should be doing exactly the same thing. Our cost of product has gone up, our shipping prices have gone up. Instead of sacrificing our profit margins, we should pass that on the cost effectively to the customer. Now, a lot of people will be saying, well, what happens if I increase the prices and therefore start selling a lot less? Well, you have to think about it this way, guys. What would you rather do? Sell out your product quicker at a less profit, or sell a little bit less of your product at a much higher profit margin? Because from experience, what happens, and this is what happens to every single seller that is inexperienced on Amazon FBA, they keep their prices too low for too long, and then as Christmas approaches, they start selling off very quickly, and about a week or 2 weeks right before Christmas, they usually end up selling out. Now, what happens when you sell out? When you sell out, you're effectively offline. Your product is no longer being shown on Amazon.co.uk marketplace, and that means there is less choice for customers now to buy products, and therefore they have literally no choice but to go for products that are still in stock that are slightly higher priced, such as mine. So what I want to do, and I want you guys to do, is employ exactly the same patience. Increase your prices and just wait it out. Sooner or later, a lot of these products are going to go out of stock for other sellers, and therefore you will start selling more. Okay, also guys, what would you rather have? Sell out completely and wait for about a month, or potentially not sell out all of your stock and have some stock left over for January and February, especially given how big the congestions are at the moment in regards to shipping from China to the UK. Trust me when I tell you, Christmas is usually the best time to increase your prices, and you may actually even be surprised. In some cases, I increase my prices, but the amount of sales I make on a day-to-day basis stays the same, which basically means I have literally been giving money away and not making as much as I possibly can by not increasing those prices sooner. So something potentially for you guys to think about. Next up, shipping. Now, shipping in terms of from China to the UK, we already spoken about it many times over. But what I want you to do is not make the same mistake as I did last year. What I mean by that is, if you have a storage warehouse, if you store products at your home at the moment, make sure to ship more and ship sooner than later to Amazon, because the truth is all of us Amazon FBA sellers will currently be shipping a ton of products into the warehouses, and usually it takes about 2 to 3 days for the products to get delivered, checked in, and become live on Amazon FBA. That being said, around Christmas time, this can easily go past a week to 2 weeks, and in my case, on one of my best selling products last year, it took 3 weeks for those products to get checked in. I literally got them checked in around around the 22nd of December, and throughout the whole of December, I did not have any of that particular product for sale whatsoever because I left it too late. I don't want that to happen to you guys. So if you have only 100, 150, 200 left in the Amazon's FBA warehouse, make sure to send it sooner rather than later, because the same thing exactly may happen to you as well, because literally right now, everybody is shoving those products into the warehouses as quickly as possible. I myself am sending around 30 boxes every 3-4 days, whereas usually I send around 20 boxes every single week. Okay, there is a big difference, and obviously this will calm down and back to normal levels after January, but right now you really need to be on the ball and really need to check your inventory levels, what's selling, what's not selling, and send those products out as quickly as you possibly can. The next thing you need to keep an eye out, of course, is Amazon PPC. Now, this is something you should be doing all the time anyways. However, when it comes to Christmas, this is really important because there is so much more traffic going into Amazon. There are so many more customers looking at the Amazon's website that you could literally burn through your PPC budget very quickly. Now, I usually tell people to check your PPC budget every few days, if not at least once a week, to see that you are optimizing your PPC budget as best as possible. In Christmas, that should be done on a daily basis, because you'd be surprised how many things can change on a Monday. Like for example, today my sales are going through the roof and some of my PPC budgets have already gone out of budget by lunchtime. And clearly this shows that some things need to be adjusted, some things need to be changed. And the only way I can figure that out is by literally looking at my PPC budgets on a day-to-day basis right up until December 25th. So something again for you guys to keep in mind, especially if you're selling quite a few products and you're running PPC campaigns on them at the moment. Next up, Amazon Hijackers. Now, Christmas, as I said before, is one of the busiest times of the year for everybody, but it's also one of the busiest times for the Chinese hijackers as well, and therefore they will do everything they can to potentially push you out of the game, push you or reduce the chances of you selling a product. So they may hijack your listing. They may potentially change the pictures, which has happened to me and I've made a video about it. They may do various shady tactics to try and get you to sell less so they can sell more effectively. This happens pretty much each and every single year, which is why in my personal opinion you should be looking through your listings just like you're doing with PPC on a day-to-day basis. You need to look through your listings as well. Just check, is the price okay? Is the images okay? Is the title not changed? Are you selling? Do you have the buy box? Is everything in order? Because these times are very important. If one of your best-selling products are out of sale for 2 or 3 days, that means you are losing hundreds, if not maybe thousands of pounds of profit that you wouldn't have lost potentially if nothing happened. And therefore you want to see these issues as soon as possible and take action as quickly as possible as well, so you can get to start selling once again as soon as possible. And last but not least, first of all, for all of you guys out there, who do you think this film is from? But please comment down below if you know exactly which film this image is actually taken from. It's actually one of the best series I've ever seen. But the reason why I chose this particular picture is because we always talk about how hard, how stressful, how annoying it is to sell on Amazon FBA, how many difficulties us Amazon FBA sellers, especially in the UK, have to go through on a day-to-day basis. But there is something beautiful that happens around Christmas. This is when the sales usually go through the roof. This is when we usually make the most amount of profit. And what's important here right now is to enjoy it, because those of you guys that have put in the time, the effort, the money, taken the risk, and now is selling on Amazon and hopefully selling at a profit, this is the time to enjoy this, okay? This is the time that you deserve to actually have fun with the money that you have made. Either take some money out, or if you're sensible like me, potentially reinvesting it back into the business, into more products and so on. Don't just look at Amazon FBA as problem after problem after problem. Once in a while there are good moments. Once in a while you figure out and realize why exactly you're in this game in this first place, and Christmas is usually one of those times, for which I personally am really grateful for. And with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you found it useful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I've got a lot more content on the way, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.